This video is not about disrespect, it's about awakening. And if you are comfortable with your beliefs, it will not offend you. You will take it as a challenge. But if you're not comfortable in your beliefs, it will anger you. And so if you're truly spiritual and not just religious, you will listen to this video with an open mind. So let's get straight into these spiritual truths. God is not a man in the sky. So many religions teach that God is a man in the sky seated on the throne and judging people. And yeah, God is not a man or a female or even a being. God is consciousness, God is energy. God is the infinite intelligent behind all things. And so when you say God is male or female, you're already limiting the infinite. So the second spiritual truth is that the devil is just your ego. The devil is your shadow self. The devil is you. So religion externalized the devil and said that the devil is a red-skinned being that's in hell waiting to burn you if you sin or if you go against religion. No, they came up with the devil just to make you afraid and make you obey and follow religion. So the devil is your ego. The devil is that part of you that tells you you're not good enough, you're not beautiful. The devil is your shadow self, the parts of yourself that you are afraid to face. And so, yeah, the battle between God and the devil is just the battle between fear and love in you. It's like just the battle between positivity and negativity. So, yeah, the devil does not exist. The devil is actually you. And if you want more on this point, I already have a video that I posted, which is titled "The Devil Is You." Make sure to go and check it out, and you will understand. Once you watch that video, you will never be afraid to go to hell, or you'll never be afraid of hell or anything or of sinning. So yeah, the devil does not exist. He's not like a red horned being in hell waiting for you so that it can burn you into ashes, or it can burn you forever and ever because of the sins that you committed, or because you didn't follow the religion. Yeah, it doesn't exist. The devil does not exist, so you can live your life the way you want. So Jesus, Buddha, and the rest did not come to create religion. Jesus did not come to create Christianity. He came to show us how to connect to the divine. He came as to tell us about Christ consciousness. He wanted us to connect with the divine. He didn't want us to follow him or to worship him or to follow religion. So religion was not made by them, it was made after them. So yeah, we have the wrong idea of Jesus, and what he came to do and what we did. He didn't want us to follow him. He wanted us to connect with the divine, to connect with ourselves, with our consciousness, to awaken our Christ consciousness. That's all he wanted. And yeah. The third point is that hell is a mindset and not a place. Yeah, hell is not a place that you're gonna go when we die. Both heaven and hell are not physical places. They are just states of mind. In heaven, when you're feeling happy, fulfilled, like you're following your purpose, and when you're feeling happy, that's your heaven. But when you're feeling shame, guilt, just when you're feeling bad, depressed, low, negative, that's your hell. That's hell. Heaven and hell are here on earth. They're not things that you're going to experience after death. So create your heaven here on earth. Create your heaven here on earth. And know if you're feeling guilty, shame, any type of negativity, that's hell. The third or the fourth, fifth, I don't know, point is that you do not need a middleman to talk to God. You don't need a pastor, a priest, a book, a church, or a place to go and worship. You don't need any middleman to talk to God. All the answers that you need are within you. The answers that you need are not in anyone's sermons or in someone else's sermon. The answers that you seek are within you. So you don't need any middleman to talk to God. God is within you. The kingdom of God is within you. God is not outside of you. And if anyone is teaching you that God is outside of you, or that you need to pray to something or someone outside of you, or that you need you know, third party to connect you to the divine or God, they are lying to you and they are playing with you. So yeah, you don't need, every answers that you need are already within you. Meditate, pray, listen, and you will hear. But yeah, no one has answers that you're looking for. You have the answer, you have the answers that you're looking for, so seek within you. So the other point is that sin is not what you think. Sin is not what, is not when you break the divine rule. Sin is not when you fornicate. Sin is not when you lie or something. Sin is when you forget your oneness with all that it is. Sin is when you forget your oneness with the divine. Sin is when you forget your oneness with everything that there is. You know, we are all connected. We are all one. We are the universe experiencing itself. Sin is when you forget that you are the universe experiencing itself in human form. So that's sin. Sin is not at fornicating or drinking or smoking or eating certain food or not going to church. Nah. Sin is when you forget your connection or your oneness with all that it is. Sin is when you forget your connection to the divine. The other point is that the Bibles and the Qurans are not supposed to be taken literally. They are metaphors. They're not rule books. They are metaphors. They are filled with parables and metaphors. So they are not supposed to be taken literally. They are metaphors. I don't know if you understand what I mean. Like, for example, heaven and hell are not at physical places that will go when we die. At those who obey or lived a good life go to heaven, and those who lived a bad life go to hell. That is not true. Heaven and hell are states of mind, and we experience them here on earth. So create your heaven here on earth. Nobody should lie to you that you should suffer here on earth and go enjoy your heaven in heaven. That's a lie, and that person is tricking you to do something. So yeah, heaven and hell are heaven and hell are not physical places. They are just states of mind. Yeah, and the Bible and the Quran are metaphors. They're not supposed to be taken literally. Yeah. The other point is that you chose to be here. You chose to be here. You chose to reincarnate or incarnate. You chose your parents, you chose your friends, you chose most of your experiences. You chose your relationships, you chose your career path, your purpose, you chose everything. So there's no one to blame. It's not a punishment. You didn't fall from heaven. You were not told to come here by force. You chose to come here. And everything that you chose because you knew you had all it takes to handle it. So yeah. No one to blame. There's no one to blame. You should blame yourself. And let me tell you, sometimes I wonder, how confident was I to choose such a life? I should be a Nepo baby. Right now, I should be just traveling everywhere. I wouldn't even have this YouTube channel. If I was a Nepo baby, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, yeah. Most people worship fear and not God. Most people pray not out of love, but out of fear, fear of judgment, fear of going to hell, fear of God, fear of the wrath of God. Yeah. Most people are not even religious because they want to be religious or because they love God or because they want to worship God. Most people are religious and go to church just because they fear death and hell. They don't want to burn for eternity. That's why most people go to God. And that is not true spirituality. That is spiritual blackmail, you know. That is not, if your religion or your faith is led by fear, that is trauma coated, or sugar, that is trauma sugar coated as devotion. So do your due diligence, ask yourself questions, and do what you need to do. Think for yourself. Don't be that person who follows something that is not beneficial to them just because that's what they found other people doing. Be someone who questions things that they found, and be someone who follows what they feel that is right, you know, according to their intuition. If you've come this far, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to someone you wish or you want them, that you want to be enlightened. So yeah, and I guess that's all for today's video. As I said earlier, as I was starting the video, it's not to anger you, it's just to enlighten you and, you know, to challenge you if you're in tune with your beliefs, you know, if you're open-minded, if you're truly spiritual and not just religious. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe, share my video, comment down below what you'd like me to, the video, that type of video you'd like me to do, and I will. So I guess that's all for today's video. See you on my next one. Bye.